Good evening. Welcome to the meeting of the Human Resources Committee of the Board of Education, being held here tonight in the boardroom at Nashua High School North. The date is September 26th, and we're starting at, it looks like 5:34. I'm calling the meeting to order now, and we have present with us Mrs. Oden, who's also on the committee. And then we also have Brittany Duffy, who's the Director of Human Resources. And I believe that that's it for those of us sitting in the horseshoe. We have a fairly short agenda tonight. Would you please look at the personnel recommendations, which I just misplaced a second ago. The personnel recommendations. And we have, does anyone have any questions or comments on them? It's a pretty short list tonight compared to what we've had most of the summer. Mrs. Oden, would you have any questions?
I'm sorry, not specifically to tonight's agenda, but I will have a question for the HR director after.
Okay, that sounds fine then. I'm looking for a motion to approve the personnel recommendations made tonight.
I move to accept the personnel recommendations of September 26, 2022.
Thank you. I second. We need to take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries. Is there any other business that we need to discuss at this very brief meeting tonight? Yes.
I have a question for Ms. Duffy. Looking at the personnel recommendations from the last 3 meetings, I don't have the full packet from the 4th meeting before that, but we have close to 30 teachers who are on tentative certification. Oh God, I forgot the name, alternative certification. That's a lot of people. Do you know if both coaches, the peer coaches, deal with the state?
It is my understanding that they provide guidance to those who are going through any alternative certification through the New Hampshire Department of Education. So I believe that they do work with those staff members to help them obtain regular and permanent certification.
And do you have any idea what the usual number is?
I don't, I'm sorry.
I think this, for reasons we all know about, is a particularly high number. As I said, I can account for 28 that I've seen, and the meeting before it doesn't have the interview sheet, so I don't know how many more are on alternative certification. So I'm just wondering, are we paying close attention to how they deal with the state? Because I know it's time-consuming for them.
It is there, and there are a number of routes that staff can take to certification, and so it is specific to each individual educator and their credentials. So I know that the paths are a little bit different depending on which route they take, but as far as I understand, yes, they are working with the peer coaches and following through as they should be.
Okay, well, I know it's a lot of work for the peer coaches. It's very, very important to contact the state and work with them. So I was concerned about their caseload. That's what I was. So if you could keep us updated as to how that's going, I would appreciate it.
Sure, I can certainly reach out and get updates and provide those to the committee.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Ms.
Anything else, Mrs. Oden? Thank you, Ms. Duffy. So that being said, if there are no other questions or anything else we need to discuss, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The meeting is adjourned at 5:38.